Hello friends, in last lecture we saw the questions related to properties of lines and transversal, parallel lines and the transversal. Now in this lecture we'll start next concept, it is angle sum property of triangle and the exterior angle property of the triangle. So let us see the angle sum property of the triangle. Angle sum property of triangle. Angle sum property of triangle, that means sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Angle sum property of triangle says sum of all three interior angles of a triangle, sum of all three interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. That is the angle sum property of the triangle. For a while, if I say ABC is a triangle, then according to this, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Sum of all three angles, interior angle is 180 degree. So now if we talk about its proof, so let us see how we'll prove that in triangle ABC, A plus B plus C equal to 180 degree. So we have given this triangle ABC. To prove, what we have to prove, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. A small construction is required over here. What I will do, I will draw a line parallel to BC passing through A. Let the line is PQ. So draw PQ parallel BC passing through point A. Okay, now let's say this is angle 1, this is B angle 2 and this is B angle 3. This is angle 1, this is 2 and this is 3. Now let us see its proof. See, PQ parallel BC, so I can say angle 1 is equal to angle B. Okay. Proof PQ parallel BC, therefore I can write angle 1 is equal to angle B as well as angle 3 is equal to angle C. 1 equal to B, they are alternate interior angles. 3 equal to C are again alternate interior angles. So 1 equal to B and angle 3 is equal to angle C. Let this is be equation number 1. Okay, now PQ is a line. PQ is a line, therefore I can write angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. Reason is linear pair axiom. I am writing in small. Okay, linear pair axiom. Now angle 1 can be written as angle B. Angle 2 is actually angle A and angle 3 is angle C. And that we know. So here you can write reason. What reason? That angle 1 equal to B and angle 3 is equal to angle C, that is from 1, and that is from first. From first we have this information. Okay, so therefore here I can write, if I write then in the correct order, so angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree, hence proved. So this gives the proof of that sum of all three angles or interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So please note it down. Okay, now next we will see the after angle sum property of triangle. Now we'll see the exterior angle property of the triangle. So before I see exterior angle of property of the triangle, let us see what exterior angle is. So let us see, first of all we'll see what is exterior angle, then we'll come to property of exterior angle and questions related to these two properties. Okay, so next is exterior angle. Exterior angle of a triangle. Okay, so suppose ABC is a triangle. Okay, so and if I extend one of its side in this way, okay, so let ABC is a triangle. If I extend side BC to point Q, then angle ACQ is called the exterior angle. So we can say exterior angle is actually the angle between the one side of the triangle and another side which is extended. So here angle ACQ is exterior, is an exterior angle, at point C. Similarly, if I extend this side, then this is exterior angle BA, let the point is Z, then this exterior angle is at point A. Also angle BAZ is an exterior angle, at point A. Now see, here I extended side BC, so I got this angle C. Now if I extend, suppose I'm removing this, if I extend this side, then again this whatever angle is on point C. So we can say each vertices of a triangle has two exterior angle on that. Okay, let us see, either this BCD and this ACQ. Okay, this is an exterior angle, this is also an exterior angle, and one thing more, these two exterior angle are equal. So we can say at each vertex of a triangle there are two exterior angles which are equal to each other. So you can take it as a note. Okay. At each vertex or vertices of triangle there are two exterior angles, and these angles are equal to each other. Okay, why, how I can say these two angles are equal? Because they form a pair of vertically opposite angles. So at each vertex there are two exterior angles which are equal to each other. Okay, so that is all about exterior angles. See, as I extend this, if I extend AB, so I will get two exterior angles here as well. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the exterior angle property. This is what about all about exterior angle. Now we'll see there is a property related to exterior angle, but first of all note it down. Okay, so now let us see exterior angle property. So next heading is exterior angle property of a triangle. Next is exterior angle property of triangle. Okay, let us see what exterior angle property is. Suppose we have a triangle ABC. Okay, now one of its sides has been extended, so I extended BC to a point D. Now what exterior angle property is? This says exterior angle of a triangle, according to this property, exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the remote interior angles or opposite interior angles. Now see, when this is the exterior angle, with respect to this exterior angle, angle A and B are called remote interior angles or opposite interior angles. Okay, again I am repeating, with respect to exterior angle ACD, angle A and angle B are called remote interior angles or opposite interior angles. So opposite as compared to point C, this is the exterior angle, so with respect to point C, these are the opposite angles, or remote interior angles which are a little bit far, not the nearest interior angle, so which are little bit at far from point C, so remote interior angles. Okay, so according to this property, exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. So here, before I move to the property, take a note that with respect to exterior angle ACD, with respect to exterior angle ACD, angle A and angle B are called remote interior angles or opposite interior angles. Okay, with respect to angle ACD, angle A and B are called remote interior angles or opposite interior angles. Now suppose if I take this as the exterior angle, let me take this as the exterior angle A, B, C, and let the point is Q. Now exterior angle is over here QAC. Okay, now according to this, or if I take QAC as the exterior angle, then which two angles, angle A and angle C, will be the remote interior angles or opposite interior angles with respect to angle QAC. As if I take QAC exterior angle, then B and C will be the remote interior angles. Now we'll come to the property. So again I am taking the diagram as it is. I am considering this as point C and this exterior point is D. Okay, now we'll write the exterior angle property. So property is, okay, over here I'm writing the property, or you can say it's a theorem. So here goes the property. It says exterior angle property of triangle says that exterior angle of a triangle, exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of two opposite interior angles. Exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of two opposite interior angles. That is the exterior angle property. Now we'll see its proof. Okay, so that is over here I can say angle ACD is equal to angle A plus angle B. Okay, this is equal to angle A plus angle B. Now for a while, suppose I say 100 is equal to 80 plus 20. So can I say definitely 100 is greater than 80 as well as 100 is greater than 20, isn't it? If 100 is equal to 80 plus 20, but obvious 100 is greater than 20 as well as 100 is greater than 80. So here I can say if angle ACD is equal to angle A plus B, definitely ACD is greater than A, or and ACD is greater than angle B. So here I can say one more thing about this exterior angle, that exterior angle of a triangle is always greater than its opposite interior angle. So take this as a note, and then we'll see the proof. Exterior angle of a triangle is greater than each of its opposite interior angle. Okay, each of its opposite interior angle. For this angle ACD, there are two opposite interior angles, so ACD will be greater than angle A as well as it will be greater than angle B. It's simple. Whole is always greater than part. These two are the parts of this, so this makes whole, and these two are the parts. So whole is always greater than part. So exterior angle of a triangle is greater than each of its opposite interior angle. So please note it down. Then we'll see the proof of this theorem. That means we'll prove how angle ACD is equal to angle A plus angle B. Okay, so here we'll prove this. So let's see its proof. So what we have given angle ACD is an exterior angle of triangle ABC at point C. That is given. What we have to prove angle ACD is equal to angle A plus angle B. Okay, now let this is angle 1 for a while. So now let us see its proof. Construction is not required over here. It is possible to prove without construction. So proof, it's very easy actually. See, BCD is a line. BCD is a line. Therefore I can write angle 1 plus angle ACD is equal to 180 degree. Reason is linear pair axiom. Okay, let this be equation number 1. Now by angle sum property of triangle, by angle sum property of triangle, angle A plus angle B plus angle 1 is equal to 180 degree. Let us be second. Now in first, right hand side is 180 degree, in second equation right hand side is 180 degree. As their right hand sides are equal, but obvious their left hand sides will be equal. So I can say from first and second I can say angle 1 plus angle ACD is equal to angle A plus angle B plus angle 1. Now I can cancel these two angle 1, so I'll have ACD is equal to angle A plus angle B, hence proved. So here we proved that exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of its opposite interior angle or sum of its remote interior angle. So please note it down, then we'll see questions based on this. Okay, so let us see the very first question. Okay, so very first question is, among the three angles of triangle, among the three angles of a triangle, among the three angles of a triangle, one is twice the smallest one is twice the smallest one is twice the smallest one, and another is three times the smallest one, and another is three times the smallest one, and another is three times the smallest one. Find all the angles. Find all the angles. You have to find all the angles of the triangle. So let us see solution 3. Is given there are three angles of a triangle. One is twice the smallest and another is thrice the smallest. So let smallest angle be x. Therefore second angle is one is twice, so 2x, and third angle is 3x, isn't it? First one is x, second one is, that is twice the smallest, so 2x, and the remaining angle is 3 times of the smallest, that is 3x. So now by angle sum property, angle sum property of triangle, angle sum property of triangle, I can write x plus 2x plus 3x is equal to 180. Sum of all three angles is 180. Therefore what I will get, 6x is equal to 80. Therefore x is equal to 30. So we have the measure now. First angle, that is the smallest, is x equal to 30 degree. Second angle, that is 2x is equal to 2 into 30, that is 60 degree. And third angle, that is 3x is equal to 3 into 30, that is 90 degree. Okay, so these are the measure of the angles. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now next is the sum of two angles of a triangle is 80 degree. The sum of two angles of a triangle is 80 degree. The sum of two angles of a triangle is 80 degree and their difference is 20 degree. And their difference is 20 degree. Find them. Okay, so two things are given, sum of two angles as well as difference of two angles. So let the angles of triangle B, let the angles of triangle B, A, B and C. Okay, so now it is given A minus B, sorry, A plus B is equal to 80 degree, sum of two angles. So I am considering two angles are A and B whose sum is 80 degree, that is given. Also it is given A minus B is equal to 20 degree. This is also given, that sum of those two angles is 80 and the difference is 20. And so you have to find all three angles. So if I solve these two, I will get the value of A and B. Now how to solve, that we already saw in the chapter, that is linear equation in one variable. How can we solve it? There are more than one method. Simply get the value of one variable from any one equation, put it into the another. So here I can write A is equal to 20 plus B. Okay, let it be third. Now put A equal to 20 plus B in first, we get. Let us see what we'll get. If I put A equal to 20 plus B, so 20 plus B, okay, I am putting this 20 plus B over here. So 20 plus B plus B is equal to 80. So 2B is equal to 60. So B is equal to 30. So here I got the measure of one angle, that is B. Now if I put B equal to 30 over here, I will be able to get the measure of second angle. Okay, so let us see that. Now put B is equal to 30 in third. So A is equal to 20 plus 30, that is 50 degree. Now I have the measure of A, I have the measure of B. So by applying the angle sum property of triangle, I will be able to get the measure of remaining angle. So now by angle sum property of triangle, I can say angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. So A is 50, B is 30 plus angle C is equal to 180. So here I can say angle C is equal to 100 degree. So here I got the measure of all three angles. A is 30, B is 50 and C is 100. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. In the given figure, AB parallel DC, okay, there is a diagram given in the question. In the given figure, AB parallel DC, in the given figure AB parallel DC, if x is equal to 4y by 3 and y is equal to 3z by 8 and y is equal to 3z by 8, find the measure of angles, find the measure of angle BCD, angle ABC and angle BAD. Okay, these three angles you have to find. This is the diagram that is given in the question. Okay, it looks like a parallelogram. However, it is not given in the question that whether it's a parallelogram or not. So we won't apply any properties of parallelogram because it is not given in the question. Okay. This is X, this angle is Y, Z, this angle is Z, and this angle is given 36 degree, which is not given in the question but given in the diagram. Okay, A, B, C, D. So now AB parallel DC, it is given AB parallel DC, X equal to 4y by 3, y is equal to 3z by 8. You have to find the measure of angle BCD, that is Z itself. Okay, I'm writing Z over here. Angle ABC, that means this complete angle, and angle BAD, this angle. Okay, that we have to find. So let us start. See, first of all, it is given AB parallel DC. So I can directly obtain the measure of y, because when AB is parallel to DC, then y and 36 form a alternate interior angle. So we'll get the measure of y, and if I put y over here, I'll get the measure of x directly. Okay, and if I put the value of y over here, I will get z. That means if I put the value of y over here, directly I am going to get the angle BCD. Okay, then by putting y over here, I also get the x. After getting value of x, and this is already 36, now I have to find this, so I can apply the angle sum property to get the measure of this angle BAD. Okay, so this gives me all three angles. Now to get measure of angle ABC, Z and Y are already available obtained, so by angle sum property I will be able to get the measure of this angle ABC. So now let us start its solution. First of all, AB parallel DC, therefore y is equal to 36 degree. Here I am writing the reason: alternate interior angle, that is alternate interior angles. Okay, so here I got the measure of y. Now put y. Okay, now over here let us see how to get money. Now y is equal to 3z upon 8, therefore z is equal to 8y upon 3, therefore z is equal to 8 into 36 upon 3, therefore z is equal to 96. Okay, so I got the measure of z, that means I got the measure of angle BCD, therefore angle BCD is equal to 96 degrees. So this is the first angle that I obtained, angle BCD, that is Z. Okay, 96 degree. Now in triangle, okay, now we'll find x. So now over here let us see how to get the x. Okay, now x is equal to 4y by 3, therefore x is equal to 4 into 36 by 3, so x is equal to 48 degree. Okay, so after obtaining x, see, now I have the measure of x, I have the measure of this angle, that is 36 degree. So now I will be able to find the measure of angle BAD by applying angle sum property. Okay, so now in triangle BAD, now in triangle BAD, by angle some property of triangle, by applying the angle sum property of triangle, what I can write, plus 36 plus angle BAD is equal to 180 degree. Now x is 48, 36 plus angle BAD is equal to 180 degree. So this gives you angle BAD is equal to 180 minus 84. That is equal to 96 degrees. So here I also obtain the measure of angle BAD, that is 96 degree. Angle BAD is 96 degree, angle BCD is also 96 degrees. So okay, so here we got angle BCD, angle BAD. Now we'll try to get the measure of angle ABC. This. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see how to get the measure of angle ABC. Okay, so now see, to get the measure of angle ABC, actually I need to find this angle 1. Then 1 plus angle 1 plus 36 degree will be the measure of angle ABC. Now to obtain 1 I need Y and Z. Z is 96 and Y was 36. Okay, Y is 36. So now in triangle BCD, I can write Y plus angle 1 plus Z is equal to 180 degree. Y is 36. Okay, Z is 96. Angle Z is equal to 96 is equal to 180 degree. So from here I can say angle 1 is equal to 180 minus 132. Therefore this is equal to 48. So angle 1 is 48 degree. So now angle ABC, after obtaining angle 1, now I will be able to find the measure of angle ABC. So now angle ABC is equal to 36 degree plus angle 1. So 36 degree plus 48 degrees. Okay, so that gives you finally measure of degrees. Okay, so 84 degrees is the measure of angle ABC. So here we obtain the measure of all the angles. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, so next question is, if the bisectors of angle ABC and angle ACB angle ABC and angle ACB of triangle ABC meet at point O, meet at point O, then angle, then prove that, then prove that, then prove that angle BOC is equal to, then prove that angle BOC is equal to 90 plus angle A by 2, angle A. Then prove that angle BOC is equal to 90 plus half of angle A. So let us see. This is the triangle that we have given, triangle ABC. Okay, now bisector of angle ABC, bisector of angle ABC and bisector of angle ACB, they are meeting at O, so you have to prove angle BOC equal to half of angle A. So let us see how to prove. Okay, so we have given in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, BO bisects angle ABC. Okay, what does it means? See, if I say this is angle 1, this is angle 2, so I can say it means angle 1 is equal to angle 2 is equal to angle ABC by 2, is equal to angle ABC by 2. Also, what is given? CO bisects angle ACB, angle ACB. That is, I can say angle 3 is equal to angle 4, angle 3 is equal to angle 4 is equal to angle ACB divided by 2. Okay, so this is the given information. Okay, now we'll see its proof, or here I will write to prove. What we have to prove? We have to prove angle BOC is equal to 90 plus half of angle A. That you have to prove. So think for a while, then I will give you its proof. Okay, now let us see its proof. See, in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC by angle sum property, in triangle ABC by angle sum property of triangle, I can write angle A plus angle ABC plus angle ACB is equal to 180 degree. Okay, so therefore I can write angle A by 2 plus angle ABC by 2 plus angle ACB upon 2 is equal to 180 by 2. Throughout I divided by 2. So angle A by 2 plus, now angle ABC by 2 I can write either angle 1 or angle 2. So here I am writing angle 2 and here I am writing angle 4 is equal to 90. Okay, angle A by 2 plus angle 2 plus angle 4 is equal to 90 degree. Let this is the Okay, let me make, so angle 2 plus angle 4 is equal to 90 minus a by 2. Minus angle a upon 2. Let this is the question number 1. Now I can apply the angle sum property again in triangle BOC. See, here I have 2 plus 4 plus 90 equal to a by 2. Okay, is equal to 90 minus a by 2. See, what result I need over that angle 2 and angle 4 is not there. 90 is there, a by 2 is there. So 90 and a by 2 I have already in my expression. Now I have to remove this, or I have to actually replace this angle 2 plus 4 by such an expression which includes angle BOC. Okay, so in triangle BOC, if I again apply the angle sum property of the triangle, so I can write angle 2 plus angle 4 plus angle BOC equal to 180, and from there I can say 2 plus 4 is equal to 180 minus BOC, and then I can replace this angle 2 plus 4 by that expression to get my final answer. So now in triangle B, again by angle sum property of triangle, I can write angle 2 plus angle 4 plus angle BOC, angle 2 plus angle 4 plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree, which gives me angle 2 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 minus angle BOC. Let this is the second one. So here in left hand side I have 2 plus 4, here again on the left hand side I have 2 plus 4. So left hand side of these two equations are equal, so but obvious right sides will be equal. Okay, so note it down up to this point. Then by relating these two, by equating these two, I will show you that how we'll get our final answer. Okay, so let us see how to solve it further. From first and second, okay, from first and second I can write 90 minus a by 2 is equal to 180 minus angle BOC. So angle BOC I'll take on this side, and remaining 180 minus 90 plus angle A by 2. So ultimately I got angle BOC is equal to 90 plus angle A by 2, hence proved. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, next question is, in the given figure okay, so next question is, in the given figure PS is the bisector of PS is the bisector of angle QPR, angle QPR and PT perpendicular QR, and PT perpendicular QR. Show that or prove that angle TPS is equal to 1 upon 2 angle Q minus angle R. Okay, so let me draw the diagram. Okay, this is triangle PQR, PT perpendicular. Okay, this PT perpendicular QR and PS, this is PS which bisects angle QPR. Okay, so you have to prove angle TPS. I'm saying this angle TPS angle 1 is equal to angle Q minus angle R. So let us see how to prove this. So first of all we'll write the given, what we have given in the figure. PS bisects angle QPR, that is I can write angle QPS, that is angle QPS is equal to angle RPS, PT perpendicular to QR, PT perpendicular QR, that is I can say this angle PTR, that is angle PTR is equal to 90 degree. To prove, what we have to prove, that is angle TPS is equal to 1 upon 2 angle Q minus angle R, So let us see how to prove it. Okay, so think for a while, then I will give you the solution. Okay, so let us start its proof. See, I need angle Q and angle R, so I have to select the triangles in such a way that those triangle contains these angles. So I will start triangle QPT. So in triangle QPT, I can write angle PQT or angle Q plus angle QTP plus angle QPT is equal to 180 degree. Okay, this angle Q, this angle T and this angle P. Okay, sum of these three is equal to 180 degree. So angle Q, now this angle QTP is 90 plus angle QPT is equal to 180 degree. So from here I can write angle Q is equal to, or before that, see, I have to introduce angle 1. So this angle QPT, see, this angle QPT can be written as angle QPS minus angle 1. So I'm writing 90, and this QPT, angle QPT, I'm replacing it by QPS minus angle 1. Angle QPS minus angle 1 is equal to 180. So ultimately angle Q is equal to minus 90 minus angle QPS plus angle 1. Okay, I'm writing angle Q. Now I will try to get angle R. Then I will subtract these two. Then definitely I will get this. See, angle 1 means angle TPS. So here angle Q is equal to 90 minus angle QPS plus angle 1. Let us the equation number 1. Okay, now I will apply the same, that is angle sum property in triangle PTR. So first of all, note it down. Okay, now in triangle PTR, now in triangle PTR, angle PTR plus angle R plus angle TPR plus angle TPR plus angle TPR is equal to 180. Okay, three angles. So first I took PTR, then I took R, and finally TPR. So this PTR equal to 90 degree because this is perpendicular. So 90 plus angle R. Now this angle TPR, I'm talking about this angle, can be written as angle 1 plus SPR, angle 1 plus angle RPS, okay, plus angle 1 plus angle RPS is equal to 180 degree. So from here I can write angle R is equal to 180 minus 90 minus angle 1 minus angle RPS. So this gives me angle R is equal to 90 minus angle 1 minus angle RPS. Okay, now if you observe this angle RPS and this angle QPS are same, see, RPS QPS are same, that is given. So I'm doing one more step over here. Angle Q is equal to 90 minus angle RPS plus angle 1, and over here I can write angle QPS equal to angle RPS, reason it is given. Okay, so now I have the value of angle R as well as I have the expression in angle Q. Now simply if I do equation 1 minus equation 2, I will get my answer. So please note it down, then we'll see the further solution. Okay, so let us see it further. Okay, so keep this thing in your mind that you have to prove TPS 1 is equal to half of Q minus R. That we have to prove actually. So next is now equation 1 minus equation 2. So angle Q minus angle, when I say equation 1 minus equation 2, that means I have to subtract left from the left and right from the right. So Q minus R is equal to 90 minus angle RPS plus angle 1 minus 90 minus angle 1 minus angle RPS. So therefore angle Q minus angle R is equal to 90 minus angle RPS plus angle 1 minus 90 plus angle 1 plus angle RPS. Therefore angle Q minus angle R is equal to, therefore Q minus angle R is equal to plus 90 minus 90 minus RPS plus RPS is equal to twice of angle 1. Okay, so now if I take 2 over here, or I can write twice of angle 1 is equal to angle Q minus angle R, and twice of, now angle 1 is actually angle TPS. Angle TPS is equal to angle Q minus angle R. Therefore angle TPS is equal to 1 upon 2 angle Q minus angle R. So that was the expression which is we have to prove. So please note it down. Okay, so that is all about today's lecture. Now in next lecture we'll see some more questions based on this property of angle sum property of triangle as well as exterior angle property of the triangle. Till then, bye, thank you, take care, stay at home.